Headline news for Wednesday, October 26th from Westfair Communications, publisher of the Westchester and Fairfield County Business Journals and westfaironline.com. I'm Phil Hall. In today's news, a Moscow regional court upheld the drug conviction of U.S. women's basketball star Brittney Griner. The two-time Olympian was arrested at a Moscow airport last February and was sentenced in August to 9 years in a penal colony for the possession and smuggling of less than a gram of hashish oil. U.S. officials criticized the decision, but no progress has been reported in efforts to negotiate Griner's release in a U.S.-Russian prisoner exchange. An earthquake with a preliminary magnitude of 5.1 struck the San Francisco Bay Area on Tuesday morning. The earthquake occurred roughly 12 miles east of San Jose and recorded a 3.1 aftershock. This was the largest quake to hit the Bay Area in 8 years. However, there were no reports of injury or property damage, and the U.S. National Tsunami Warning Center stated that a tsunami was not expected as a result of the quake. The federal government has listed the emperor penguin as a threatened species under the Endangered Species Act. The inclusion of emperor penguins came about because the animal's habitat on Antarctica's sea ice is shrinking, with some experts warning that 99% of the emperor penguin population could be lost by the year 2100 due to the impact of climate change on the Antarctic. The U.S. Fish and Wildlife Service estimated there are between 625,000 and 650,000 emperor penguins in the wild, with less than half of that figure as breeding pairs. In retail news, the e-commerce giant Amazon has expanded its Aplenty grocery brand with more than 100 new food items. According to a report in Supermarket News, new items announced this week under the Aplenty brand include apple pie granola clusters, caramel pumpkin spice popcorn, pumpkin spice granola, Honeycrisp apple cider, cinnamon bun pancake mix, and truffle cheese chips. The Aplenty product line was introduced early this year and are available from Amazon online and in-store at the 44 Amazon Fresh supermarkets across the country. Ashton Carter, who served as U.S. Secretary of Defense in the Obama administration, died from a heart attack on Monday night at the age of 68. Carter was the director of the Belfer Center for Science and International Affairs at Harvard University's John F. Kennedy School of Government at the time of his death. He had earlier served as Assistant Secretary of Defense for International Security Policy during President Clinton's term. And finally, in sports entertainment news, WWE is returning to Europe in the spring, with 3 shows planned for the UK and an event scheduled in Paris. According to a Wrestling Incorporated report, the Stamford-based company will host shows in Birmingham and Manchester in England, in Northern Ireland's capital Belfast, and in Paris between April 26 and April 29. WWE was in Cardiff, the capital of Wales, last month for its Clash at the Castle event that packed over 62,000 fans into Principality Stadium. And that's it for today's headline news. I'm Phil Hall. See you again tomorrow.